Oh, hey. Long time no speak. Where have I been, you might ask? Let me sit down and tell you guys. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Nicole and I'm so happy you clicked on this video. Guys, busy season is here, busy season is real, and I just really have not had the time for me to film sit down content for you guys. And also, I just needed to film some content to get away from accounting for a little bit because it's drowning me. If you haven't already, go check out my Valentine's Day makeup tutorial. I do have it on my channel and I have it on my Instagram as well. And don't forget to go check out my Shein try on haul and tell me what pieces you guys want me to style from that haul. I am taking this time, I'm going to be answering some of you guys' questions. If you guys remember, about a month ago I asked on my community feed for you guys to ask me some questions, so I'm going to answer the questions for you guys. Before I get into the questions, if you haven't already, please make sure you click that subscribe button and join this growing family. We have a goal for this year that we're trying to meet. If you want to know what that number is, go check out my 2020 vision board and goals video, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a video. First question says, do you know how hard it might be for candidates starting in January at the Big Four? I might possibly be doing that and I'm not sure how that's going to go. Okay, sorry that this video is coming a bit late, but yeah, when you're starting in busy season, be expected to jump right into it. Your first week to 2 weeks, you're in training, you're getting everything together, your onboarding process, getting your laptop, your corporate credit card, all of that jazz, getting settled into the workplace. And then as of January 16th, you should be right into your work. Okay, so that's what anyone who is starting in public accounting in January, that's what you should expect. Did you ever do an internship full-time and school part-time? If so, what did you say? If so, how did you handle it? If not, would you recommend it? Yes, I did. So my very first internship in accounting was indeed me being a full-time student and a full-time employee working during busy season. I was taking classes online at Penn State. We had a class which was you doing your internship would count as a class, and then at the end of it you would write a paper on it. I was taking 3 other courses, but they were elective courses, so that's why I say I do recommend being a student while doing your internship, because it will help you graduate on time without delaying anything. But I would not recommend taking any hard courses while doing an internship, especially if you're doing an internship during busy season. It's doable. It's not for the faint of heart. You really need to be able to grind. And even currently right now, I'm a full-time grad student and I am a full-time employee. I'm a full-time wife. So you guys, I'm trying to juggle all that. So it is doable. This question says, how was your transition from college to the actual job? Was it harder than you were expecting it to be, or easier? Were there things that you didn't understand, and how have you overcame them? That is a very good question, because a lot of people get post-college blues, if you guys didn't know. Yes, it was not hard for me just because I worked through school. Since my freshman year of college, I always held a job. And I did do internships prior to me starting full-time, which gave me a sense of how working was going to be like. I just want to say that hotels are gross. The housekeeping lady just came to clean my room, and I thought because I was going to be in here, she was going to do like a really nice detailed job, because I usually ask them to come every other day if I'm staying for a week. just so that they don't have to keep coming in my room. And this lady did not change my bed sheets. They don't change bed sheets. She literally just made the bed. The hardest part for me was the fact that you can't just not show up. Like, when you're in college, if you don't feel like going to class, you don't have to go to class. You can get notes from somebody else. But with work, even if you're tired or you just don't want to go, you have to go. You're not going to get notes from your job. Like, you have a part to play, you have things to do. So that was the hardest part for me, is just the fact that you have to go to work. So I would just recommend, if you can get work experience prior to starting full time, that would definitely be helpful. But it's a learning curve for everybody, but you'll do great. Everybody eventually makes their own routine, has their own habits, and you do what works for you. Do you get opportunities to work on an entire audit file or just sections of the audit? It depends on the firm that you work for. So one thing I noticed in Big Four, you are, as a staff, as an intern, as a staff, and even sometimes as a senior, you are focused on just one area of the audit. You're either only doing cash testing and AR, or you're only doing AP. So that's a limitation with the Big Four versus the firm that I'm at now. You see the entire audit. Obviously, depending on your skill set and your level, when you are a first year or intern, you're going to be working on the less riskier area. But in a mid-tier firm, you do get to see a little bit more of the audit as a whole than if you were in Big Four. All right, what does the daily workflow as an auditor consist of? So this is all dependent on the client. So if I'm going on site on a client, I'm either there usually between anywhere between 8 to 10, depending on what time the client starts. So I try to get to the client. I'll just give an example for the engagement that I'm currently on. I get at the client by 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. I'm there in the door getting my computer set up. So my first 15 to 30 minutes, I am getting my computer set up, getting my portable screen set up, going through emails, getting coffee, and just doing kind of administrative things. And then after that, giving myself that time to get myself together, I then start on my testing. And I typically write down everything that I need to get done for the day. And if there is something that I didn't finish the day before, I work on that. If I have to go talk to the client, I talk to the client and I'm doing my work. And then around noon, I go to lunch. Sometimes I go to lunch by myself. Sometimes I go to lunch with one of my coworkers, and sometimes I work through lunch. It just depends on what I'm doing. If I have a lot of work to do, or if I want to leave early, I will just work through my lunch. So then after lunchtime, I come back. I come back to the client and just keep working until it's time to go. Some clients kick us out at 5. Some clients let us stay longer. The current client I'm at, we leave between 5 and 6. Leave, come back to my hotel, and keep working. There are instances where some people go to Starbucks. We've done it a few times. You guys should have seen it in a past vlog, where you find a place like Starbucks or something and you work for an hour and then everybody goes home and work. So typically during busy season, I would then come back to my hotel room and get back online and keep working if there's anything outstanding that I need to get done, or if I want to get ahead on something for the next day. Fridays, we don't work late. I've never been on a team that works late on a Friday. Friday, you're usually out by anywhere between 3 to 4. People leave when it's non-busy season, but when it's busy season, by 5 o'clock, people leave. Next question, are there avenues in the accounting world that you have considered or are considering? Yes. You guys should know this. I went into internal audit for a while and I loved it. I can't wait to get the opportunity to go back. But areas in accounting that I will pursue outside of audit would be advisory, so the consulting practice, or it would just be recruiting. What would you tell the new accounting students and recent accounting graduates to prepare them for the world of accounting? To be honest, it's not as glamorous as people make it out to be. And that's one of the reasons I started filming accounting content, because I want you guys to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. So don't get too excited that you're going to be making money or accounting, you're going to be finding fraud. No, you're going to have some audits that are just pretty straightforward. No fraud. You're going to have some audits that, you start finding a thing or two. The money, I'm just going to be honest, the money isn't the best when you start off. When you're an intern, it's awesome because you're making overtime, but once you start as a full-time staff, you're not really making that much for the amount of work that you're doing, which is why there's high turnover. But I would just say take this as a strategic move for your career, because starting off in accounting, any area of accounting you decide to start off in, especially if you do the public accounting route, will really set you apart from the rest and really help you with your career and your career progression. And it's just a major that you can never go wrong in. Accountants will never be without a job. No matter how much automation comes in, you will never be without a job. Any tips for someone who has been out of school for 3 years and trying to find an entry-level position? Just keep looking for a job. Keep looking, keep applying. LinkedIn is your friend. Connect with as many people as you can on LinkedIn. Connect with different recruiters. Go to recruiting agencies if you have to. Number 2, try to find an internship, even if it's unpaid, just so that you can put it on your resume and say that you have done an internship. So those are the best tips that I can give you, but just keep praying and keep applying for jobs and go to different career fairs and recruiting events, and you should eventually get some. Are you happy with the work-life balance in a mid-tier firm? Do you feel like you would enjoy Big Four or something smaller more? Yes, I'm very happy with the work-life balance at my firm. And I say this because it's not about necessarily working at the Big Four or working for a smaller firm. It's about the city that you work in, the type of clients that your firm has, and also the managerial staff within your firm. Yes, I will say I'm very happy with the work-life balance at my firm for where I live. And it's about the kind of relationships that you build. And for me, just because I've been able to build the bridges and close those gaps, I've been able to express, hey, this is what I want, and ultimately I'm able to get it. And it's not just, oh, this is what I want, like I don't want to work today or I'm working from home, but it's about I'm working from home for X, Y, and Z reasons, but this is how I'm proving that I am able to work from home, or I won't be able to come to work this day, or I need to leave early this day, but this is what I'm doing to make up for it. The firm that I currently work for, they do a pretty good job with work-life balance if you have something going on. I'm here in Phoenix, and I'm currently working with people from our Phoenix office, and we do a weekly catch-up call where we don't talk about work. We have 5 minutes. Each person goes around and just shares something that's going on in their personal life during the week and how the team can help them with that. So if you have a basketball game, or if you have a date night, if you want to get dinner with your family, how can the team help you to ensure that you could leave at a certain time to go have dinner, to go to your basketball game? Guys, I'm sorry if this video is long, but I want to make sure that I give you guys as detailed as possible answers. I hope you guys enjoy this. I will be doing another one, so make sure you ask me your questions on my community post of asking for a friend. Just go and comment down any of your questions that you have, and I will make sure to answer them. If you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys later.